What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. Things are getting super exciting for this game because literally less than an hour ago it just got announced that we have a new War Table stream happening on the 1st of September, which of course is next Tuesday, which is also the day that if you've actually got the deluxe edition you'll be able to play this. But this War Table stream is super important, okay, and it's said to be their biggest one and their most popular one, so we got some really interesting things that I'm going to be talking about in this video relating to that. A bunch of cool things, a really ton of cool things that are going to throw you off completely. Now, shout out to the people who you can see on screen who print screened the last video at 9 likes, okay, it finally happened. I'm assuming most of you know this meme by now, so if you see this video at 9 likes, just print screen it, tweet it to me, and I'll feature you in the next video. And hey, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that big red subscribe button below because it's just a really cool thing to do, okay? Thank you. Now, what you're also seeing in the background too is the official launch trailer that was actually released yesterday for this game, which shows off some super cool moments in this game, and all in all, I just think it's a great trailer. Now, kicking it off, things are actually just getting a lot bigger than I expected, okay? So, with this War Table stream that is happening next Tuesday, they are set to reveal a new hero, okay? A new hero at this War Table stream is basically what's going down, alright? And it's actually going to be a post-launch character. So, kicking it off, we have the following. This is what was stated, so I'm just going to read word by word. It says, the Marvel's Avengers War Table offers an extensive look at new trailers and information about the upcoming superhero game. Previous War Tables have included major reveals like details on the game's central villain and so forth, like Clint Barton, in terms of new characters like Hawkeye, etc., who will be one of the first post-launch heroes added to the game. Now, on September 1st, the third Marvel's Avengers War Table will give all the information players need to get started on day one of the game's release. There'll be special attention will be paid to the game's progression system, hints and tips for taking on the game's more than 50 different types of enemies, as well as additional details about Marvel's Avengers high-level content. Now, shout out to the Play Avengers fan Twitter account. They were on the ball on this big time. They were actually revealing all this stuff like an hour before the original or the real deal Play Avenger Twitter account came out to officially confirm it. So this is what's going down. Now, yesterday they also dropped some crazy stats on the amount of hours people played in terms of the beta, and you can see this on screen, and how many enemies were killed and a bunch more, right, as you can see. Now, of course, these numbers are just crazy, and it really makes me wonder how many people in general played the beta. And I think it's also proof that with all the trash talk on the game, it's safe to say it's pretty popular. Something even cooler to share is someone called Purple Toaster on Reddit as well done a find a group type of concept thing, and I think it's super neat, as you can clearly see on screen, as far as matchmaking goes especially as well, just trying to find a good team. I really hope they do add something like this in the game in the near future, because they're going to be adding a bunch of things consistently. Now, what's also interesting is every single day from now, we're going to have a blog, okay, on the Avengers website, essentially just getting us way hyped up for things, okay? And they've done exactly that as well on their website. They've done a Marvel's Avengers, everything you need to know about day one, which basically said, you know, at launch how it's going to be going down. So I'll basically read it out as you can see on screen what it says, or you could just pause the video here. But it says, one-time internet activation and day one patch. Those who purchase a physical copy of Marvel's Avengers will need to connect to the internet one time in order to download the game's day one patch. The patch is approximately 18GB in size, and those who purchase the game digitally will receive the patch along with the game's initial download. After the day one patch download is complete, an internet connection will not be required to play the game solo, although as mentioned above, you will need an active internet connection to of course play online co-op and to download post-launch content, including new heroes, new missions and new regions for free. while we were able to adjust development to a work from home environment quickly, we did lose a bit of production time in the transition. As hard as we tried, there were several updates and refinements that we could not get into the game, but plan to address with the day one patch to ensure that everyone has the same great experience at launch. The day one patch includes several updates and refinements that are required for play. Additionally, the patch includes localization files for the game's dialogue, which are quite extensive as we are localizing Marvel's Avengers in 15 different languages. The day one patch is also important as it includes lots of fixes, feedback, updates and tuning from our beta weekends. Over the last 3 weekends, millions of you have played the game for tens of millions of hours and killed hundreds of millions of AIM enemies. Your participation has been of immense value to us as we work to squash bugs, tune performance, and finalize the game's balance. We hope you will see and feel it when you play the final game. And then of course they done, where can I get it and so forth in terms of the update and global servers, and it was basically given time, etc, etc. But interestingly enough as well, at the top of the website it says, by now you already know what to expect from Marvel's Avengers on day one, which is a full-length campaign featuring an original Avengers narrative of course. You got 6 heroes each with 50 plus skills to upgrade, plus gear / outfits to unlock. You got 80 plus war zones / drop zones to play with your friends or your AI Avengers, regularly updated priority harm challenges and priority missions, later game mission types like hives and villain sectors, 50 plus enemy types to master, and in the future, new playable Avengers like Hawkeye, as well as a new story content and regions, all at no additional cost. Now, we're going to be doing these little blogs every single day, like I said, between now and the launch of the game, which is super exciting because they're all going to contain different bits of information, and in some perspective, I guess the whole purpose of it is just to get us really, really hyped up. Now, it doesn't stop here, okay, because yesterday, Crystal Dynamics creative director, whatever you want to call him, okay, an all-in-all legend, okay, Phil, done a Q&A over on Discord, and when I say he dropped a bunch of gems, I mean we got a ton of stuff, okay, but that's going to be in a video that I'm going to be covering 3 hours after I release this one, so be sure to check that one out because again, there's just so much solid information in there that if you haven't pre-ordered the game right now, it just makes you want to go ahead and pre-order it. This game is really, really shaping up to be something incredible, and I can't wait for the War Table stream. But guys, that's going to wrap up this video here. If you checked out, or if you didn't check out last night's video, it was pretty crazy. In terms of complaints we got for this game, it's pretty funny, so go ahead and check that one out as well. There's also a playlist for all the Avengers stuff, but most importantly, we're finally in that last week, okay? This time next week, we'll have the War Table stream, we'll have the game, most of us anyway, who basically were able to pre-order it, and it's going to be exciting times, alright? It's going to be exciting times. I just can't wait to see how this game's going to pan out. But guys, I'll see you in the next video, which is going to be 3 hours from now, and until then, have yourselves a ridiculously amazing day, and adios amigos.